welcome to another episode of Legion Elite Motorsports. I'm your host Isaiah, and today we're going to switch things up a little bit and do some training work. So let's dive in, let's see what we got. This is the transmission that is going into the Starquest Help, yellow one. And basically we need to disassemble, prep for pressure washing, and pressure wash. So among with the pressure washing, there's also some work we're going to do to this factory pan. A lot of people who have 87s have a pan identical to this one. So the bad thing about this, and as you can tell, they put these little impressions in here to keep the flex down. That's why in the later years, 88 and 89, it actually came with a thicker plate. So this has to be eliminated because it is a weak point. The transmission will destroy itself with higher horsepower levels. And that's what the yellow one is going to be running. The upper, let's say 300 to 400 horsepower competitively. And competitive is not this transmission's name. So we definitely have to change this pan. So after we clean it, get everything taken off of it, we will begin with the installation of this here pan. And we have to go through a list of parts that need to be ordered. That one is already here, so I don't have to worry about that. This arm needs to be cleaned up because, as you can tell, it is rusted. We need another transmission mount for sure. We're going to take the speedometer cable off and reverse light right here. Or actually, this is ground. The reverse light is right here. So we'll make sure we connect that, of course, after it's all cleaned up. And yeah, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna take off the slave cylinder, speedometer cable, transmission mount, and if you look here, I'm gonna take this whole thing off. It's actually just pressed on, so you can tap it off, but you have to make sure you do it evenly. Otherwise, the drive shaft will scrape the inner part of this. So, as you can see, it's perfectly straight now, but it has this heavy debris in there. So we're gonna see if we can take this off, clean this out, clean it up possibly. We got a stock shifter here. We're not gonna take that off during the pressure washing because it's sealing up the internals so they don't rust. And also, we're gonna see about straightening this shifter out because this is neutral and it's over to the right. So that's not good. I think, oh yeah, something's definitely bent in here. So yeah, we'll either replace it with a different shifter or probably throw on a short shifter. It's still up in the air, but let's see what we get. So first things first, I'm gonna pop this off. I'm gonna get a little rubber mallet and show you guys how to pop that off real easy. Take it from there. Okay, so we take our mallet, tap it up. And you see how that comes out? Super simple and way easier to clean this than to spill the garbage into here, which is definitely not a good idea. But until then, we got the plate off. Now we got the speedometer sensor right here. So with your man hands, grab and twist. Counterclockwise, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Pretty simple. And there you see the speedometer cable. At least the cut one is out. And then now we're going to get onto this busted motor mount, which is a 14mm. So grab your trusty impact gun. Take that out. All right, and you want to remember or take a mental note that the ground is connected to this guy here. So when you put the car back together, you're putting ground right on this bolt and you'll be good to go. So we take our nut and washer, put it back so we don't lose any bolts, misplace them, or forget where we put them. And boom. We're gonna get the tranny cleaned up, pressure washed, and gotta find some soap. Okay, so we got everything tied off right here, which is perfect. And what we're gonna do, before I forget, is take off the slave cylinder right down here, and then we can begin the pressure washing. Okay, electronic pressure washer, check. Dirty tranny, check. Here we go. Okay, she is all clean. Not as clean as I want it, but definitely clean enough. Also, some of the things I noticed after all of the dirt was gone is that they used water type silicone to seal up the transmission. So that's definitely not good. It means I'm gonna have to sit here and open this thing up and see what they were doing and what they were looking for and correct it. So first things first, I'm gonna take off the shifter assembly right here, and I'm going to reseal it, and same deal for the transmission, and take it from there. Slowly but surely chiseling through this mud that's on the inside. Yep, getting in there pretty good. It's a lot of rust everywhere. I think I'm gonna have to like lay it in some PB blaster, something of that caliber. But yeah, gonna keep hammering at it, and hopefully she'll be nice and clean. And yeah, so I'll be back. We're going to take this shifter assembly apart, see what's going on. 12 millimeters. Remember to leave your bolt where you took them out, just in case they're a different length. Alrighty. Alright. And of course, before I forget, pop the shifter assembly bolts off. You got 2 screws on the inside there. Then the whole unit should lift up. I apologize, I missed the initial pulling of this piece over here. But so basically you lift it up and then slide it from under this piece and it comes right out. But got a nice bit of cleanup to do. So let me grab some paper towels and take it from there. So as you can already assume, because this car is over 30 years old, these gaskets are pretty much non-existent. So I would not even waste my time looking for it when we have all of this perfectly fine gasket maker. So we're gonna go that route. We're gonna take all of this old stuff off. Everything on the inside, hold on a second, let me show you guys the inside. Cleaning up a bit of mess that I made. Alrighty. Okay. Just sit that there. Alright, so if you take a look on the inside, everything looks fairly normal. There's no rust on anything, which is perfect. They just used the wrong gasket material to lay down on the shifter assembly. So what we're going to do is we're going to reseal this and close it back up. Everything looks good there, so no point in digging any further, because we're going to take off the transmission pan and replace and upgrade that. So we'll dive in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean all of this off. You can use a razor blade, you could use a flathead, whatever you prefer. Some people even use the tip of the pry bar and just go at it. But I'm going to kind of use a combination of all of the above. So I will be back. Okay, so top and bottom is clean. We're going to lay down some OEM high temp black silicone gasket maker. This one is also used for differential and other things of that nature. So we're going to lay this bead down, clean up any access, and get it down there properly, so we don't have any leaks or anything random like that. So of course going to need 2 hands, and we'll lay it down.